crispy.
What's up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Figures in Action. And today I present to you my newest Rubble Pack. So this is the Rubble Pack number 4, Alleyway Gutter Edition. So 3 years ago to the month, I released my last Rubble Pack, which was called the Nightmare Christmas, or the Nightmare Christmas Edition, and it featured a sofa. It was like a little night table, or excuse me, not a night table, a coffee table. It was a mirror where I custom created the frame, and I guess the table was prefab, and I just kind of beat it up, and the sofa was made from scratch, and I put some little presents. There was a tree, and everything got splattered with blood. So that was kind of the last time I created a Rubble Pack. I had done 2 prior to that, and they were successful, and I enjoyed it. But I think the one that I made for that Christmas time 3 years ago, at that point a lot of people started kind of creating them, so I took a step back, and on top of the fact that commissions were coming my way, and so I said, you know what, these aren't the easiest things to make, because you got to replicate everything 5 times, you know what I mean, which is kind of a pain in the butt, and so just kind of stayed away from it. But I think I started working on this, to be honest with you, dude, I want to say like 6, 7, maybe 8 months ago, where I cut up the bricks, and I think I put a picture on Instagram to say, hey, Rubble Pack number 4 coming soon. Not soon enough, because it took many months to get here. So I just want to go over everything that is being offered in this Rubble Pack, and then give you guys the information in terms of how to acquire one. The first thing I want to say is that there are only 5 made. So I've already sold a couple. There's only 3 left. And I'm hoping by the time I upload this video tomorrow on YouTube, those 3 will still be available, so that, or at least a couple, so that someone from YouTube, because I totally understand that not everyone who subscribes to me on YouTube follows me on Instagram and Facebook, so it'll be really cool to have a person buy one of these that hasn't gotten something from me before, and only, for example, doesn't mess around with Facebook or Instagram. So let's go over what we have here today, and then we can get into the details of kind of where to get it. So first and foremost, this was made so you can, it's mostly outdoor stuff, so you can kind of complement your outdoor diorama or your outdoor scenes, and I'll kind of go through everything, and so you guys have an idea of what everything's made from and what everything is. So first and foremost, 50 of these green leaves, and these are just punch outs, little machine you can get at ACE. I think I got it at Michael's actually, and I actually cut out 50 of them. So the green ones are just 50 green leaves, and they're on a good cardstock, so it's a thicker cardstock, so it's not a flimsy paper or whatever, and you can just throw these on the floor and they'll be in the background. So there's 50 of these green ones. Then I cut out 100 of these autumn ones. So I understand that not everyone lives in areas where the leaves fall off in the autumn, but luckily I do, and it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to see just life renew itself. Just these leaves falling off the trees, and just they're colorful, and they're usually browns and oranges and yellows, and the trees are, become bare in the winter, and then in the springtime you start seeing the green leaves coming back. It's kind of cool. So you get 100 of these guys, again, same kind of thick cardstock, and you get 20 of these bricks. So offered these in Rubble Packs before. I think one of the first Rubble Packs I ever did was included bricks. You get 20 individual bricks plus this little piece here with the mortar right on them, so you get that realistic type of brick in scale to 1/12 action figures, 6-inch, 7-inch action figures. So this is in fact the Rubble Pack for that scale, for 1/12 scale. So you get 20 of these guys, and these are made out of foam, individually cut and individually painted, which is a pain in the ass. So imagine if there's 20 of these here, 5 packs, that was 100 individual bricks. But it's done. We're here now. You also get kind of this fence. The idea is here that this fence got ripped out of the ground, so you get to a little piece of the see, that's I have to paint this. I have to make sure. A lot of times with foam, it's a good tip actually. A lot of times with foam, especially when it's jagged edges, you want to kind of do this so that you don't miss a spot. Because if something kind of is flaky, this is exactly what happens. So I'll go back and paint that in black. So this is basically ripped from the ground. These are dowel rods. This is gutter mesh. Spray painted in aluminum, hammered Rust-Oleum. I think it's hammered Rust-Oleum and rusted up or whatever. And these are just zip ties that I use to put the fence together. So this is that. You also get a kind of a lead pipe, and this is from the do-it-yourself straws that I usually use for piping, electricity piping on the sides of buildings and so forth. So you get one of these guys. You can have an action figure hit another one on the head or something. You also get a corner of a window. So almost like if a window was destroyed and you were in an alleyway, you'll see a piece of the frame of the window with some glass. So you get every Rubble Pack will have one of these guys. And this is custom balsa wood and action figure packaging, and I just kind of scored a line here and here and kind of stuck it in there and glued it. And so this is what you get. So you kind of get a really cool kind of what a window would look like, where the window falls right into the scored area there. So I kind of like that. I still have to weather this guy. You also get 5 street signs. So you get these guys here. And you can hang these up on dials. You can throw them on the ground, what have you. What I like about them, and this is my boy SK File had actually given me the tip on this. These are just, so I print these out and then I stick aluminum tape to them. So it's not duct tape, it's aluminum tape. I literally had a semi-conversation or semi-argument where people were telling me duct tape is the same. Duct tape is not the same as aluminum tape. This tape is usually used for plumbing, and so it's flexible. So you see, I can bend it and put it right back into place, and it's good to go. So if you wanted to like put it on a building and bend the corners and make it seem like, you know, like it's almost being ripped off, you can kind of do that. So that's kind of cool. But you can put it right back into place. You can kind of bend it in half, do one of those, make it seem like you know, it got crushed under something. Or you can even have it one action figure hit another one kind of over the head with it, and even shaped like kind of the head over type of situation. All of these have been they have the little holes already in them, and everyone will get a bunch of these little nails. So if they wanted to hang them up on a dial, you can just put them right through the little pre-punched hole, and these are pretty sharp, and they'll go right into a dial. You don't have to use them to hang up on dials. You can just throw them on the ground. That works as well. Whatever you want to do with them. You also get just the lid of this barrel here. This is a common barrel that's used. Most of us use these. They scale great to 1/12 you know, action figures. So you get the opportunity to either have the top on or just thrown in a corner, what have you, and then you can switch it off and switch the fire. The fire does come off, and so this is kind of the crown jewel of this pack here. And the cool thing about it is that it does light up. So I have an LED. Everybody will get the LED light as well, and you kind of put this clip it right back into place, and I'll explain how I did that. And all of a sudden you have light. If I'm assuming if you put more lights in here, you can you see, and I have to still paint the border here a little more black, but you can put a couple lights in and have that nice bright flame effect if you wanted to do that. And this was created for the first. I had taken a class a couple months ago on casting, and finally got an opportunity to do it. And what I did actually was took the top, what was it, oh my god, the burning flame effect that Bandai releases. And what I did is took a couple of those pieces, and then I cut this off. So I just left the kind of the rim, cut this out, put the flames through, and then casted them. And when they came out, they looked like this. But the cool thing about it is because I did this kind of clips in just like if it was the you know, and it's perfect. It's great. I mean, for me it was amazing. As I'm pulling these out, I'm like, man, it works. It really works. And mind you, it's true, tried, tested forever and ever. And for me, it's so brand new that I was very excited that this worked out. You know, and again, it clips on just like this would. You know, which is great. You know. So I was very happy for that. So you're gonna have that look, or you can have the, you know, the flame on there. So very happy for that, because I know people have used this before, but they usually use the effects, and now you can, you know, use these flame effects that were made specifically for this. So basically, this is it, man. This is a Rubble Pack. So part of buying this pack is, so there's only 5, so I've sold a couple. Everyone who buys one will get their name thrown into a raffle, and we'll have one winner. That winner will get, free of charge, no shipping cost, no anything, will get a 9x9x9 1/12 scale diorama. And you can pick one of 3 themes. You can pick either sci-fi, indoor, or outdoor. And I will make it custom for you, ship it out to you. And so you'll be able to have a small dial created by me with absolutely no cost to you. And all you have to do is buy a pack to be thrown into this raffle. You can, and it's valued at $65. You can also take that $65 value and put it towards another custom dial. So let's say you wanted to get a dial that's going to cost you $150, and you say, you know what, I won, so I want to take those $65 and put it towards a dial that's going to cost me $150, and you just pay $85. So it's a win-win. I win because I get to create a dial and again just send somebody my art, and you win because you have your own custom made dial of what you really wanted, versus just picking from the 3 themes that I am offering for the 9x9x9. Alright, man, so I will put the link in the description below of my Instagram page, Al_figures on Instagram. It has all the directions there. It is also on my Facebook page, I believe. I have to double check. And that's Al Figures as well. And if you have any other questions, comments, please feel free to leave them below, and I will at some point get back to them. I haven't been getting back to people's comments. I need to take a day or a couple of days and just kind of get back to everybody. But alright, guys, and I am out of here. Peace.